Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of El Supercast. With me today is Jules.
Hello.
Now, it has been what? A year maybe?
A year and a half, a year, something. It's been a very, maybe even 2 years. I don't know. It's been a long time.
You were in something that was very forceful.
I was.
But now, that something has beauty. Am I understanding this right? Does it have something that is called The Look?
Yes. Yes, my radio station is now called The Look 24/7 instead of The Force. We're not going to talk about The Force and why it's no longer, but we are now The Look 24/7. On air 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and our tagline is Look, Listen, Stay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Talk about getting your promo ahead first before the end of the show. So, how is Joe and all the other good buddies?
They're good. Everyone's really super busy right now, and because of that, things at the station are kind of quiet. We're still looking for more personalities for people who want to kind of get their feet wet and try the online radio thing.
My problem was that, my computer just wasn't up to par, and considering that I'm doing so many other things, my computer is still not up to par, so that's obviously not going to happen for me.
Yeah. But for other people, right, we provide all the training, all the programs, everything, and it works out to like thousands of dollars of stuff we give you. Also, radio personalities get free web hosting with our one of our sponsors, Fuka Monkey. And in return, they give us a minimum of 4 hours of time of their week.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So it's kind of a fair trade-off, kind of in a way. And anytime that we get extra money in from people who donate to the site or whatever, then I try and if there's an equipment upgrade, like we had to get Joe a new microphone. So it's like, you know what? We need this new microphone. Joe needs a microphone. He can't do his shows without it. So the listeners paid for out of funds from donations. We got Joe a new microphone.
So if someone was interested in participating, what would be the email that they can contact you guys at?
jobs@thelook247.com, I think. Holy crud, I haven't given... It's on the... There's... Shoot. You know what?
Well, take your time.
Yeah, it's... I'm looking... jobs@thelook247.com. I have so many email addresses, my brain just completely fell out of my head for a second.
So, let's talk about, back then.
Mm-hmm.
As I remember, you were rather upset that I was late.
Yes. I was.
And I think I said something like, I did not mean to. It was not my intention to be late.
Yes.
So, the next time around, I made sure that I was actually early.
I know, I was going to say you were 2 minutes early, and I'm like, yes, that's awesome. That's on time in my book. I am a Spock, Data, Dr. Spencer Reed, and Dr. Sheldon Cooper hybrid. So, if you put all those personalities into one, that is me. So, tardiness is something that, 1 minute late, and my whole world kind of falls apart on me.
So, check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Prepare yourself, because I'm not sure how you would handle this.
Mm-hmm.
There was a certain convention that I was at, and let's just say that, my right hand touched the left hand of a certain Peter Davis.
Uh-huh.
I believe he was the 5th Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And that was cool. That made my day.
That is really cool. I've met quite a few people. I've talked to a few people. I have nothing that was like, oh my god, that's kind of awesome. I do have a very humiliating story when it comes to celebrities, though.
Oh, really? Well, can you share it with us?
I will be happy to share it. I was 12 years old. I was 12 years old. I was in grade 7. And both Kiefer Sutherland and Mel Gibson were in Victoria at the time. I was living in Victoria, British Columbia. Mel Gibson was shooting Bird on a Wire, and I can't remember. Kiefer was just wrapping up some movie that he was filming in Victoria. And they were on the public transit. Because celebrities can do that in Canada without being harassed. And we were coming back from the museum on a field trip on the same bus as Mel Gibson and Kiefer Sutherland were sitting on. I had the fortune or misfortune of sitting beside Kiefer Sutherland and Mel Gibson on like an L-shaped bench. They were on the smaller part of the L. If you're imagining like a Tetris cube, the 2 blocks, you're on the 2 blocks, and I'm on the one of like the closest block on the 3 blocks going down.
I can see it.
Okay,
I can see.
You can see it. So I'm staring at them, and everyone's staring at them, and I'm thinking they look familiar, but I'm like, nah, it's not Kiefer Sutherland and Mel Gibson. They're not going to be on the bus, and I avert my eyes, and then I look over, and I see all my classmates whispering and pointing to me and to Kiefer Sutherland and Mel Gibson. It's time for us to get off the bus, and I get up, and I tripped over Mel Gibson's feet and landed in Kiefer Sutherland's lap. And I was so embarrassed. I wanted to die right then and there. We get off the bus, and everyone in the class was like, "Oh my God, Jules, you were sitting beside Mel Gibson and Kiefer Sutherland." And I was like, "Shut up. No, I did not just trip over Mel Gibson and fall into Kiefer Sutherland's lap. Shut up. Kill me now. I want to die." So, that's my story.
Well, think about it this way. If it would have happened now, everyone would have whipped out their phones.
I know.
And it would viral on YouTube.
I know. So I'm really glad that it happened in 1988. Wow. That's a long time ago. Instead of now.
Yes, that is a long time ago.
In 2012. I just aged myself there.
You did. I have no idea what the range of my audience is, but there may be a chosen few that say, "Well, I wasn't even around back then."
I know. I watched this video that was somewhat satirical about an MTV in air quotes, exec blaming the demographic of people who were born after the year 1995 are no longer relevant to pop culture, and they're the reason why MTV no longer exists, and blah, 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 blah. My oldest was born in 1995. That made me feel old. I'm like, really? So my oldest is on the cusp of a demographic that MTV deems no longer relevant.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, now. Hey, Jules, here's a secret.
Yes.
Don't tell anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. Let's just say that, we share the same year.
Okay.
So I fully understand where you're coming from.
And this always reminds me lately, like, this movie was released 25 years ago, and I'm like, shut the front door!
Yeah.
God, I'm old. When did that happen?
I know. It's well, it happens to everyone. So, before I started recording, you told me something about a convention. Can you tell us details about this?
Yes, I am one of the organizers for a gaming convention. It's a broad spectrum gaming convention in Victoria, British Columbia. It's called GodCon. And it pays homage to trading card games, tabletop, RPGs, miniatures, and video games. And we also have panels. I'm the special events coordinator, so it is my job to organize all the guests for the panels, create the panels, sit on a couple panels, as well as moderating the panels. My whole weekend I'm spent in the panel room doing organizing and all that. And it's held...
When does this take place? When does this take place?
First weekend of February.
Whoa.
In Victoria, British Columbia, and tickets are on sale right now. And you can one of the things that I really love about GodCon is that right now, and it's already started, you can pre-register for your events. And we have Warhammer tournaments and stuff, and you can go on to like the as one of the pre-qualifiers for the bigger ones. Mm-hmm. And if there's an RPG that you actually want to participate in or whatever, you can pre-register for those events to guarantee that you can sit on either different tournaments. There's also a lot of demos, and if you participate in demos, then you get a ticket for a door prize. Like almost every hour, there's another door prize drawing, but just by simply participating in a demo event, you are entered to win another prize. Simply by playing games. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Like,
doors open. This is a really cool thing about it as well. Doors open at 5 p.m. on the Friday, and they do not close until 7 p.m. on the Sunday for 50 hours of non-stop gaming.
There's a convention that I'm going to that's similar to that. It's called MagFest. So it's going to be my first year there. That'll be pretty interesting to see if I feel like playing, well, let's say, for instance, Street Fighter 2 at 3 a.m.
Yes. So I don't know. I like it. It's really family friendly. And it's small. It's actually grown quite a bit. Our ticket sales, as of a few days ago, were like 100% on top of at the same point last year. They're starting to normalize, but every year it keeps growing and growing and growing, and we're about to outgrow our space at Perk Arena, which is a good thing and a bad thing, because now we have to find another venue probably for next year.
This is true.
But it's pretty awesome. I like it. I've been involved with this is its 5th year, and I've been involved with GodCon for the last 4 years.
That's great.
Yes. I'm excited about it. It means really super busy, especially right now while I'm organizing guests and all that other stuff.
Well,
it's a lot of work the weekend of, but it's so much fun.
Well, I was wondering maybe if you could perhaps a certain someone who has a long-running podcast maybe to be a guest? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, we would have to discuss that off air.
This is why I enjoy having you on my show, because we tend to go into random avenues at the same time.
But we can certainly discuss that when there aren't other ears listening.
All right. That's fantastic. So I am almost out of time. And you know the drill. I always ask everyone this. A website or websites that you would like to give props to before we get going.
All my websites. See, that's a lot. I actually just published a book as well called 5 Little Zombies and Fred. So if people want to go to 5littlezombiesandfred.com to find out more information about that, it's the tale of Fred finds himself in the middle of the zombie apocalypse, and will he survive with his help of his friend the Mountie? Who knows? So 5littlezombiesandfred.com, but if people go to julessherrod.com, that's JULESSHERRED.com, that's my online portal, and you can find my links to pretty much everywhere. I have to update it with SF Signal, because I am now a guest contributor to SF Signal, Hugo Award-winning SF Signal. But other than that, it's pretty much up to date. We're all the billion of places you can find me online.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Take care, everyone. Goodbye.